Hey, welcome back. So today I've got a little update for you guys. Got a reply back from Renogy about my DC to DC charger, and basically the troubleshooting steps I did was good, but I need to do one more step. They want me to turn the van on and disconnect that red wire and see if there's any voltage on that side, which I highly doubt there is. And then we got to send a picture of that to Renogy, and then hopefully they can get back to us sooner than later. And then hopefully they can send me out a replacement unit. Maybe it's just too much, it's too enclosed, which is why I've got that thermal sensor there. Maybe I should put this thermal sensor closer to the DC to DC charger, so when it warms up, there's a fan over here that kicks on when it's too warm down here, which is, you know, generally what it's supposed to do. See that thermometer over there is rising, 20, 22, and then it kicks on. And that's supposed to keep, you know, everything down here nice and cool. So it brings in fresh air through this cabinet here, and it flushes it throughout the entire systems and comes out here. And I've tested it and it works. Like, it works great. It's a high flowing fan, but all right, let's get started. Okay, we've got the green light on, we've got the test probes on, got the phone out. It's pulling from the freezer or the fridge, one of the two. And then we've got the voltage meter on the DC to DC charger. Oh yeah, and we've got the lights running as well. So we're gonna flip this switch off and see what happens. Look at that, light stays green and the voltage drops. So we're slowly dropping in the volts here. We got half a volt, but there's no faults, nothing. The DC to DC charger says everything is good. Now that green light shows there's voltage over here, but just to verify, we'll pull this off. And there you go, 14.2 volts, 14.3. That's good to go, but we can go over here with the green light on, 0.15 volts. That's probably just a capacitor slowly draining. I'm not sure where the capacitor is, whether it's in the solar controller, whether it's in there, whether it's in there, or whether it's in the battery charger that's down below. Not sure. But eventually it'll just go right down to 0 volts. Oh, it's got the shunt because it's connected before the fuse. It's got its own fuse. Oh yeah. It's not connected to the main switch. I totally forgot about that, but it's still running. Alright, let's flip the switch back on and see what happens. Nothing. Nothing's happening. Light's still green. Voltage is reading the same as the shunt. Well, pretty close anyways. So yeah, this kind of sucks because right now, at this current time, I've got to rely on the generator to charge my batteries. So right now I'm pretty full. I'm at 92% battery life, which could last me a day or 2 days or 3 days, depending if I don't use my laptop and satellite Starlink. So it should be okay. And as long as I can get a break in the weather, I can just pull the generator out for like 5, maybe 6 hours and just get them topped right up, which is pretty good. Which is awesome that I brought it, and I'm glad I brought it, because stranded without power sucks. Oh yeah, I gotta flip the solar controllers back on. So I disconnect the solar controllers so that they're not receiving power from the solar panels, so that when I flip the switch, there's not a big arc in the system. And the solar controller's got to find out where it's going to store all that energy it's getting from those solar panels. And did you guys know that you're actually supposed to cover your solar panels when they're not in use? If you don't have them connected to a solar controller, you could potentially damage your panels. I didn't know that. So if you got them and you're not using them, make sure they're covered up. Like the two that are sitting on my trailer, they actually have a boat covering it. So they're like 99% out of the sun. So that's enough to keep those solar panels in good shape, because they're just connected to nothing. They're just switched off. There's no battery connected to them or anything like that. So that's one thing you guys should really take concern of, is make sure your solar panels are covered when they're not in use. Who would have thought? All right, I'm gonna put my bed back together and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. Probably gonna watch some TV, watch some Netflix on the TV, relax. You know, I'm gonna go sturgeon fishing tomorrow, so I'm gonna save all my energy for tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit the like on the video, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.